Hey Emmaus, hope you guys had a good weekend and welcome back to another week of devotionals. And this week we're going to be looking at different Psalms from the Bible. And don't forget to tune in later this week because your devotionals for the rest of the week are going to be coming from Emmaus students, and they're going to share some of their favorite Psalms and talk about them with you guys. But today you get me, and we're starting with Psalm 13. And this isn't one of my favorite Psalms of all time, but I found that it was super relevant for where I found myself today, and it really struck a chord with me today as I read it. So I'm going to read to you guys just part of it, part of the beginning and then the end. And it's Psalm 13, and it says this: How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? And then it finishes with this. It says, But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. One of the things I love about the Psalms is how authentic they are, right? Especially the ones written by David, like this one, Psalm 13, because he is authentic and even brutally honest with how he is feeling. And he talks to God and doesn't hold back on the sorrow or the suffering that he feels. And he's really authentic. But the thing is even in the midst of these emotions that David shares, he finishes with truth about who God is. Because he knows that it isn't wise to get caught up in our emotions and feelings and rely on those as a kind of our compass for life. But he shares them authentically with God and then chooses to choose truth about God. Like in this psalm, even though he's lonely and suffering and feels like God is not with him, he knows that God's love never fails. He knows that God has been good in the past, so he's faithful to be good in the future and in the present, in the midst of our suffering. And right now, I don't feel very positive or happy about the way things are. And there are days and moments where I feel lonely and I feel like I'm sad and sorrowful and suffering on my own. But I still choose truth. I choose truth about who God is, the fact that I know that his love never fails, that he is faithful always, and that he is with me and he is good. And so when I choose to rely on those different truths, I'm not always caught up in my emotions and feelings about the circumstances around me, but I choose to kind of root myself in the truth that I know about God. And so then that allows me to rejoice and to worship. And so today, I want you to do one thing for me. Be authentic with God today. Talk to him and let him know how you feel. Whether you're mad, you're sad, you're lonely, you're hurting in the situation that we're in, be honest and authentic. But don't just stop there. Then choose to rejoice because you know that God is good. He is with you. He is faithful always, and he's not going to let you go. And so don't just think about the times that you're suffering, but know that God is faithful to be with you in those moments. He's faithful even when we don't feel it happening in kind of our emotions and our feelings. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to tune in the rest of the week, okay?